Greetings, everybody! Ho, ho, ho! Fabulous Friday indeed. I can't tell you how excited I am for the day. Gonna be a good day. We've got a lot going on. Great shows, great people. And of course, I'm talking about all of you. I want to say hi to you all. So let's see if we can scroll to the top of the list and make sure we get through as many of you folks as we can, because I appreciate you all. We've got Cody Guy here, Sci-Fi for Me TV. Captain Trek is here. It's good to see you, my friend. We've also got Liger Fan in addition to Christian Fandom Geek. Looks like we're hanging out with Snortopoopus Cuber this morning. And we've got Catsith here saying, hello. Hello indeed. D-Bud Martin is here. Looks like we've got Olaf, Von S, and the ever-lovely Sherry, who made a ridiculous and funny meme of me. Thanks for that. We've got Morgan King here as well, and it looks like, let's see, the wonderful and amazing Eric K, the master of mods, the mensch of wrenches. And of course, Judicon is in the house as well. All right. Looks like Sean Estep is joining us. We've got some wonderful folks here like Lola. Hey, Lola. Lola always brings the inspiration to the chat. Don't you agree? Been missing you, kid. Keep promoting those books. Take care of that little one. Trav 101 is here in the house with us as well. Looks like we've got Vineyard here. What is up, brother? Rock and roll. Looks like we've got Dr. Dragon here. Good to see you, my friend. Who else is rolling in here? We got Vince Womack. Good to see you, bud. HVP is in the house. Let's see. Scrolling. Hey, the Cheese Factor is here. Good to see you, my friend. The ever lovely Tina Beebe is here, as well as Fat Elvis. That's right. TGIF and have that coffee. Let me tell you, this morning I feel like I can't get enough coffee. We'll see. Maybe I'll get through all these stories. I think I've got 15 or 16, but we've got Critizable, the Rainbow Knight. Great to see you, my friend. Looks like we've got a few other folks rolling here late. Mutant Bamhammer is here, says, Boyos, all my boyos. Just another red shirt. Hail, Mr. Shirt. And the blue-eyed Roof Korean, the based. Happy Friday. Indeed, I almost said Eric Northman. Andrew Northman is here. Great to see you, my friend. Speaking of that, anybody going to go see the Northman? I know I am. Kind of stoked for that. Rob Altus is here. Great to see you, my friend. We've got Awesome One with us today. The talented Andy Masterson is here. And Parrothead One Man Show. And here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6-Minute Daily. We've got a lot to cover, 15, 16 stories to get through. So we got to buckle down and get going. So here we go. First and foremost, we're going to start off with a story I think is interesting. Warner Brothers Discovery held their town hall meeting yesterday. David Zaslav was talking to Oprah Winfrey about how the merger came together, addressing CNN's future, which I think is it's borderline. Let's just say the people, at least for the anchors there, and talks about looming staff cuts and whether or not he said it outright during the course of this meeting. We know there's more to come. This guy will chop and trim and get rid of all of the fat, all the redundancy. He does not like any of that. He is a no-nonsense businessman. I've been talking about this for about a year now, since we started to see these moves being done by AT&T. Once again, I think that the fact that he's moving over to the lot and using that as his office space should give you an indication of how hands-on he's going to be. And reporting structure will be simplified, which is good. And you know what? There's a lot coming. In fact, let's get to to the next story because it'll tell you. We're starting with Warner Brothers Discovery exploring the overhaul of DC Entertainment. That's right, that's coming in a big way. And if you had the opportunity to catch Midnight's Edge After Dark, they were talking about this very thing with quite a distinguished panel of humans. And I have to tell you, this is something I also have been talking about for a little bit of time, and we'll start to see more cohesion when it comes to the way DC rolls out their products. The combination of everything into one entity is the most likely outcome. Fantastic Beasts is a giant flop. This unfortunately comes at the beginning of Zaslav's at the beginning of his tenure. And flop is probably a strong word because by the end of this weekend, they're projecting the worldwide will sum up about 160 million. Not great numbers considering that this has already had quite a lot of distribution internationally, and it's maybe going to get in the 40 to 50 million range for its run here domestically in the first weekend. So we'll have to see what that bow looks like. Father Stu unfortunately had kind of a disappointing opening, but it's not exactly a huge film. But at least Wahlberg was as based as he could be, as the kids would say. And we move on to the fact that The Secrets of Dumbledore is actually getting nuked by the critics. They don't like this film. They don't like the pandering in this film. They don't like any of these things. I'm not surprised. All of the reviews are looking pretty rough for this film, and the writing was just bad. Of course, speaking of bad writing, journalists despair over the toll of disinformation on jobs. Well, of course, you guys are the kings of disinformation. And when information that you've been trying to spin a different idea around, and I do mean spin, and yet you get caught in 4K with the actual information, you look bad. So how about you start telling the truth from the very beginning? Research, develop actual stories, and write them as news rather than opinion pieces that are masquerading as news, or what you would like them to say. Ghost Adventures' Zach Bagans has inked a multi-year deal with Discovery Plus. This is one of those things we're going to see right out the gate from the Warner Brothers Discovery merger, is an extension of all their successful programs. It's one of the things that Zaslav does over there. We will be talking more about Zaslav not only on the Friday pre-flight, but also on the Sunday Culture Review, because I'm feeling that, even more will develop from there. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association boss, Todd Bowley, proposes reform. He's going to increase the number of voters to 300, and he's going to make this a for-profit venture, which is probably good news for these networks, and you'll start to see some shifts and some changes in whether or not the Golden Globes is actually televised again, or they do it themselves, which is quite possible. Full NewFronts. That schedule is revealed. This is where the streaming services, for the most part, try to give you all their upcoming entertainment ideas, especially those that sell advertisements. The new schedule reveals that the most important day is definitely on Thursday, I believe, or I should say May 4th, because there will be a focus on diversity, equity, inclusion, featuring some panel sessions that I'm sure you won't want to miss, including Twitter. Moving on from there, Turning Red is repeating as the number one on the Nielsen streaming chart, which is only proving my point that, these things, when they go to streaming, the numbers mean nothing. You definitely aren't taking any money off the table. It got more views here than it would have if it had gone straight to the box office. 17 million people in North America tuned in for this, at least based on the numbers. Hollywood Studios is getting electric tour trams, which I guess is interesting. There have been a lot of people outside of the Disneyland entrance boycotting Disney. That's been happening. Nobody's reporting that. Will Warner Brothers Discovery hike HBO Max prices? Probably not. Modest income buyers are being locked out of the new vehicle market. No kidding. And Israel successfully tests new missile laser defense system, and I almost made it through every story, but I didn't. I thought the laser story was kind of cool. They can shoot down incoming things with that. We've been talking about that for 40 years. I'm out of time. I'm out of stories. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye!
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.
Oh, lots of things to talk about today, guys. We've got a stream going on, as has been mentioned in the chat. You got Lorena there. You've got some upcoming indie comics promotions happening later today and this evening, on all weekend, actually. It's going to be cool. We've got some other independent creators putting together some great content in the form of puppetry on Saturday. That would include Snowdub Live. We've also got Midnight's Edge in the Morning coming up with a special guest. They call me Chada. See ya!